Di pa nananalo ang current Laging old gods Masyado ka na marami na patunayan, Carl. Ako naman. Pagpapahingayin na kita, ibigay mo na ang bola.
Sabi! Alright, so is this one of the ways to get to that late game midnight? It feels like they're off to a pretty good start.
I mean, this is a very good way. There is actually zoning out these two key players that wants to play the turtle fight aside of TL.
Turtle down to a third of its health. Can Karltzy get in range? So far, it's Jamespangks holding the ground. Karltzy scores one. Better air strike from Sanji. He's cooking. It's hot in the kitchen. They're looking for one. Still no kills. Karltzy looking to jump in. Gets a surge in the kill. Drawing first blood on there.
Where 1.3k doesn't look like much, 1.5, but look at where they are in the map. Very deep into enemy territory here.
That missed.
Committing the glorious pathway. Sanji with a better air strike there, hunting him down. JP left to fend for himself. That's a little too crowded. Whoa! Karltzy gets hit.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
And he gets away, but just barely. Shizo with a blazing duet gets one over the young goat.
Karltzy off guard. Good better air strike from Sanji. Jamespangks could not really dash into that because JP's just waiting.
Kekedot playing man-to-man defense, stopping Sanford from coming in. Glorious pathway by JP, the Crimson Flare displays him. Karltzy still with another retribution. Taking down the second Lord Turtle of the game. Jamespangks is caught by 40. And another one, the jump in. Oh, that's a second Turtle midnight. You counting?
Yeah, that was the second turtle here for Karltzy. Even though he's under the level of Jamespangks. Jamespangks level 8. Karltzy is level 7.
Folks.
100%. Now they're picking a fight. Throwing a few blasts over Chokeskirt. Now the answer, the clapback from APBREN. A defensive glorious pathway, but can they deal enough damage to Dare? Kekedot in the middle of it all. Sanford coming in for the infernal pursuit, taking down Kekedot.
Yep. APH, they're on a timer right now.
Whoa,
the squad is taking time bomb.
Oh,
Sanji!
They pushed Sanji off of the map. Liquid, a lot of players set up.
Ouch.
On Kekedot. Look at the side. APBREN sends over Dare. It's 40 versus the world. Sans dropped in by Kekedot. Is that enough to stop this pillaging of the Lord? And there you go. Karltzy scores it. Dare is going to help take down Sanji first, but he fed it out for. Oheb gets a kill. 1 for 1 so far, and they disengage.
For the clock.
Whoa, Midnight, you said they're not going to contest, but here they are. They're down to Karltzy. Karltzy down to a tenth of his health. Jamespangks taking pursuit. Sanford's gonna go down here. Chosker gets a kill. Glorious pathway dropped in by JP. Oheb blasting them away. Down goes Chovy. Kekedot following through. Double kill for the Filipino sniper.
Man.
But the usage of the vaults, like the number of times he went over the wall just to make sure that he doesn't die.
Oh no! Forcing JP to drop the Revitalize here. Jamespangks and Shizo, 2 cores ready to go for it. Dare gets caught out. One more! Oheb gets another. Be up next. APBREN does clear the wave, and they're slowly but surely going for it. Glorious pathway. Feathered airstrike coming in. Dare in the flank. And Shizo's trying, gets Oheb, serves it up to James. And that's 1 for 1 so far. Gold laner for gold laner. Look at a choke slam JP into that wall, and here comes the rest of them. Down goes Chove.
Low HP here for APBREN. Can they actually hold this? Karltzy did some pretty good damage alongside Sanford. Jamespangks is back. He's fighting.
He gets caught out. Gets got him there. Blasted by the chef. Served up on a silver platter, and that's a wipeout. Ladies and gentlemen, Liquid takes game 1.
Okay, he did get some couple of minions. Wings by wings.
Sanji gets caught out.
All right, I was wrong. I was wrong.
There's the ejector on the Kekedot. Still has the Revitalize on him. Liquid wants to contest. Off the scrap down bottom, and the ejector plus the EG. Dare is down. Third airstrike by Choveskirt. Who's gonna take the turtle? Jamespangks scores. AOG canceled, moving over. One more time. Kekedot not gonna survive. Oh, up top. Diamond Force coming up, plus Jamespangks threatening the shadow kill. Does find it onto Oheb. Down goes a sniper. And the punish onto Kekedot.
See if they can get some gold on top side. Sanji though.
Diamond Force coming in, plus the AOG, the flicker from Sanji, the EG, the answer. Down goes Karltzy, Kekedot with a Revitalize. Still no response from Liquid as Kekedot survives. Sanford with a fist. Take AOG plus a pre-fire on Choveskirt's feathered airstrike. Look at JP coming in from the flank here. Goes for the unstoppable force. Finds one. It's Kekedot. Answers with an EG. Gives a kill over to Oheb, and they're not done.
He's back at it right now. getting into position. Sanford is up front. Kekadot here as well as Shizo. They use the non-die. All ultimates are good.
AOG by Kekadot coming through. Chomsky with the better airstrike. Down goes JP. Zaman Force here. Set in by Shizo.
Oh, no Zaman Force.
Watch Jamespangks.
Shizo's
That
out.
is the turtle cancelled out. They do reset. And the EG. Go to Shamanista. Another kill served up. Chef Sanji.
Equalize the map control. Look at it.
Oh, Sanford!
First crack into the back plus the EG. What a combo! Yo just got served with a Zaman Force underneath tier 1. It's too much. The damage output from Team Liquid. A Liquid Stampede pushing through.
Yes, sir.
And then Sanji cooks.
You know what you call that?
What?
That's dinner service meal prep.
There you go. Another meal prep here. Trapped between a rock and a hard place.
Oh,
no
Dare.
movement for Dare.
No quarter for XP laner. It's everything.
Now, it's open.
It's over. Yo, jump!
Oh!
In comes Kekadot, coming through AOG, thrown back to the back line of Team Liquid Philippines.
Here's the
but
goal.
there is a couple of trades going out. Sanji and JP down, and the rest of Liquid ain't done. APBREN sent back.
Oh!
Base, missing the snipe,
Oh!
missing the snipe.
James!
So good survives, but Karltzy finds Jamespangks.
Slice down, APBREN. Unfortunately, the Butcher couldn't handle the well-done meat.
Whoa, another EG thrown out.
Okay,
AOG to the back. Sanji telegraphed flicker out. Zaman Force dropped in. Just as one, the unstoppable force. Kekadot dashing out of range.
Oh!
The flicker and the ejector still. AOG coming through all the way to the back line. No more better airstrike for Chokeskirt. JP very low, survives, but just barely. Kekadot gets taken
JP!
down. That's
JP's
a man away. The conceal coming in from Daddy JP. They spot there. Unstoppable force under the Hilda. Throw him closer to the wall, and they take him out. EG spent up. One man down. Lord still standing. There's still a wave here. That's a flicker by Sanford. Misses the mark. Zaman Force dropped in. Feathered airstrike as well. She's into the back line. Taken down. Sanji Force in the winner crown. Sanji still alive. The chef does not fall. The base at half health.
Sanford!
No more waves. In comes one huge siege minion still left. Oh, then the terrorize on the Jamespangks. Midnight said the word. Ladies and gentlemen, Liquid takes a sweep.
It is a rain and sweeps here today in our Saturday MPL.